The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 9 verse 10. In the Bible, wisdom is often portrayed as an integral part of spiritual growth and a key attribute of God's character. As stated in Proverbs 8 verses 22 to 31, wisdom is personified as being present with God from the very beginning of creation, illustrating its deep connection to divine knowledge and understanding. The Hebrew concept of wisdom, often referred to as chokmah, goes beyond mere intelligence or cleverness, emphasizing prudence, discernment, and ethical behavior. As depicted in Proverbs 9 verse 10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, suggesting that a profound reverence for God is fundamental to obtaining true wisdom. In the Old Testament, several figures embody wisdom through their actions and teachings, King Solomon being the most notable example. After asking God for wisdom instead of wealth or power, 1 Kings 3 verses 5 to 12, Solomon became renowned not only for his intelligence but also for his ability to govern justly and fairly. The New Testament offers further insight into the spiritual nature of wisdom through Jesus Christ's teachings. He often used parables, metaphors, and riddles to instruct his disciples and challenge their understanding. Matthew 13 verse 34. The Apostle Paul highlights wisdom as an essential component of the fruit of the Spirit, Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23, emphasizing that it is a divine gift rather than something purely human. Additionally, the book of James urges believers to seek and pray for wisdom from above, which is pure, peaceable, gentle, willing to yield, full of mercy, and without partiality or hypocrisy. James 3 verse 17. This type of wisdom comes directly from God and can transform our thoughts, actions, and relationships. In conclusion, the Bible demonstrates that wisdom is intimately connected with spirituality and divine attributes. It serves as a beacon for believers to navigate life's complexities, foster righteous living, and glorify God through their actions. According to the Bible, wisdom is not just an intellectual concept, but a practical guide for living a righteous life. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 famously advises us to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. This passage encourages believers to rely on divine wisdom when making decisions and seeking guidance. Throughout the scriptures, we find numerous examples of how biblical wisdom can be applied to everyday life. In Ecclesiastes 3 verses 1 to 8, it is highlighted that there is a time for everything, emphasizing the importance of discernment in various situations. Wisdom teaches us to be patient and wait for the right moment or opportunity. In James 1 verse 5, we are encouraged to ask God for wisdom when faced with difficult choices. This shows the significance of prayer in seeking divine guidance. By humbly submitting ourselves before God and relying on His will, we can make decisions that honor Him and ultimately lead us towards a more fulfilled life. The book of Proverbs is filled with practical wisdom for living, covering topics such as finances, e.g., Proverbs 21 verse 5, relationships, e.g., Proverbs 17 verse 1, and the consequences of our actions, e.g., Proverbs 3 verse 34. By learning from these lessons, we can apply biblical wisdom to daily interactions, guarding against harmful habits or behaviors while cultivating those that promote holiness and righteousness. Furthermore, Jesus Christ, the epitome of wisdom in the flesh, Isaiah 11 verse 2, taught us through his life and parables how to discern between good and evil, and the value of putting others before ourselves. The Sermon on the Mount is a testament to this, providing guidelines for believers on topics ranging from dealing with anger and conflict resolution, Matthew 5, to loving our neighbors as ourselves, Mark 12 verses 30 to 31. In summary, biblical wisdom plays an indispensable role in the daily lives of Christians. By cultivating trust in God through prayer, learning from Scripture, and emulating Christ's example, we can make decisions that align with His will, resulting in a life that is more fulfilling spiritually and practically. In the Bible, wisdom is presented as an essential component in our spiritual journey and growth in character. It serves as a guide for making right choices and living according to God's will. Wisdom enriches our understanding of moral and ethical principles, helping us discern between good and evil. The book of Proverbs highlights the importance of wisdom, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." Proverbs 1 verse 7. This verse illustrates how wisdom starts with revering God and acknowledging His sovereignty in our lives. In Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6, we read, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." This passage encourages us to rely on God's wisdom rather than our own limited understanding. By doing so, we avoid making choices based on self-interest or human standards. The book of James in the New Testament further stresses the practical application of wisdom, but the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. James 3 verse 17. The description here reveals that divine wisdom promotes peaceful behavior, selflessness, compassion, and integrity. Moreover, Jesus Christ epitomized the perfect embodiment of divine wisdom, as seen in His interactions with various people in the Gospels. He demonstrated an unparalleled understanding of human nature while consistently displaying God's love, truth, and justice. In conclusion, biblical wisdom plays a pivotal role in developing our moral and ethical character by providing divine insight into righteous living. It enables us to align with God's will and encourages a life marked by peace, selflessness, compassion, integrity, and love.